I've got spare parts from my last broken heart. Somehow more than what I had to start. Yeah, I've got spare parts. I tried to fix it best I remembered it. I hope it runs when I fire it up, 'cause I got spare parts. So if you see something that you might need, anything you can use, what's left of it might be a perfect fit, 'cause I got spare parts. Took a piece of you, like lovers often do. I'll try to make it good as new, 'cause I got spare parts. So if you see something that you might need, anything you can use, what's left of it might be the perfect fit, 'cause I've got spare parts. What's left of it might be the perfect fit, 'cause I've got spare parts.
Where we dive into the mysterious, the unexplained, and the downright otherworldly. In this cryptid corner of the airways, we'll explore alien encounters, ancient artifacts, and instrumental oddities. Buckle up, my friends, because truth is stranger than fiction, and you're about to embark on a cosmic journey. Welcome to the XENO.
Hey, everybody! It's Friday night! And we are, and you are, watching the XENO Files. Hey, guys, what's going on tonight?
What's going on, Blaze Man?
Same crazy stuff as ever. You know, we start looking for, we spend some of our time looking for the unexplained, right? The craziness, the madness, people probably don't see ever in their lives, you know what I mean? So yeah. And I was talking to you in the gray room before the show started, Mr. Fogman, and it was telling me about these mummies.
Yeah, the Nazca mummies from Peru.
Okay, what does Nazca stand for? I know it's an abbreviation. So
yeah, that's the area. That's the you've heard of the Nazca lines. It's a large area. It's on a mesa in Peru where there's all these strange.
Okay,
lines.
So this is in Peru, and I find it fascinating too, Fogman, because I watch the videos, and I find it fascinating that and not all the videos have sound, and I'll let everybody know which one has it and doesn't have it. And they're going to be played in order, and that it was given to me. Is that fair to do?
That'll probably work. Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
Okay. All right. All right. We can always switch back. So I don't know. And when I watched this, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. So why don't you just explain a little bit more on what the folks are about to see, because I'm pretty sure the first video is silent. So if it is,
Okay.
feel free for you to what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
uh,
I have no idea. It's
you
Alzheimer's.
you can talk over the show. What are they? Oh, narrate.
Okay.
You can narrate the
All right.
video if it's
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and run it and see what we got here.
Yeah, we're gonna get it up there.
It's a low budget production, folks. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't
But we
afford
are-
a website unabridged.
We are all highly trained professionals, though.
Me personally, I just hate them because they're reels. You know what I mean? It's that little small screen. All right, so all right, here we go. These are like, is it fair to say are these alien mummies?
That's the general theory. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I
So
mean,
we have both sides. We have both sides of this topic. We have the possibility that they are, and then we have the possibility
that they're not. Well,
Towards
everything I
fully
watch
debunked.
says that they are, and that's what I was going to say a few minutes ago too. I thought it was fascinating that they were appealing to the U.S. scientists. They're like, "Hey, come and get these, man.
Right.
Come and look at these, right?"
Yep.
All right. So without further ado, you ready?
Yep. Let's
Be
go.
out, farmer. I don't want you getting all upset. Are you ready for the
I'm
scary?
all set for this, and
All right.
there's a one-man band, and it'll do this for you.
I don't know, cover
Okay,
your
ladies
eyes.
and gentlemen.
Cover an eye there or something.
Yeah. Here we go, folks. Like I said, this
All right.
might not have sound. And I was right, no sound. Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So that's a Nazca mummy. These were located or found originally at an undisclosed location, and then they mysteriously turned up at the airport in Peru's capital last October.
So somebody just dropped them off there?
Just dropped them off by DHL, apparently.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah, they're two small specimens that are described as humanoid dolls, possibly.
Okay, and then they looked at these things and they said, "Hey, these are like, does it have like any kind of like human DNA or anything like that?"
Yeah, that's kind of one of the things they started researching. I don't know. What do you? Well, let's watch the video. Let's get the opinion of our large.
All right, so are we
panel
looking
here.
at it to say, "Wow, that's a real mummy"?
I
Right?
don't know. What do you think? Yep, we're looking at
Okay.
it to say it's a real.
All
mummy.
right.
We'll
Okay.
start there.
All right. So for right here, I'm sorry, folks. Right here for me, it just looks like something that was just plastered. It looks like
paper
plaster.
mache to me. Yeah, plaster, paper mache.
Yeah, paper mache, and then like arts and crafts. Paper mache, you put the stuff over the top of it.
Yep.
Of
course,
throw it bacon. I don't see anything that looks like real bone. Like, in other words, if this was a mummy, I'm pretty sure some of the stuff would flake off of it, where you could see if there's a skeleton. Oh, Jesus.
Skeleton.
Skeleton. I can't even say it today.
Skeletor.
Thank you. Skeletor. A skeleton, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Thanks, Fogman.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Got your
That's
back.
why I do the Xenophiles, just for that reason. Oh boy. Oh my god.
So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we can look at this too. I go, so it's paper mache, but then mummies are wrapped in linen and covered with
Right.
stuff.
Right. So,
At this point, we really don't know.
right. Okay. So, what's your opinion on a visualization right now?
I think it's a little unusual looking. It's like you said, there doesn't appear to be any skull structure if you look at the eye holes. It just looks like paper mache.
Right.
So I'm going to have to agree with that.
Okay. So this is going to end like in a second, and then I'm gonna grab the second video.
To cycle back through again, you'll see when it comes to you'll see the eyelets. You can actually looks like there's paper fibers,
It's-
some kind of fibers that are there.
Yep.
Okay, I'll do that for you, buddy. There you go.
See right
Say
there?
when to stop.
See it's
Right there?
right there. Look at the eye. You can see it looks like the bottom left corner of the eye, like the last eighth of it or whatever. You can look there's paper fibers on what looks like might be an eyelid or something like that. You see it?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks like it's
I
empty.
see what you're saying, but it doesn't look like paper to me. I don't know.
paper
I'm
mache,
not
like
next to it
something.
because that wouldn't the mummy material also simulate something that looks like this as well?
Kind of.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? The
You know,
material. We're talking
yeah.
material here,
Yeah,
right?
because
So-
you have fibers, like I said, it's linen.
Yeah.
Papyrus and actual mummies.
right.
So there would be some kind of fibers. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
And
There's
that's
also,
the thing. And that's the thing that is. Let me move it forward while we're talking over. I told you this would work out great, guys.
Yeah,
All right.
always.
So, again,
it looks hollow.
yeah. Thank you. That's one of the words I'm looking for too. And again, I'm gonna research a mummy. One of you should have researched a real mummy, what it looked like. Picture.
Yeah, there's a
Send it and then thing. And when I have time, I'll look too. Anyways,
Well-
I just want to put up the difference if someone could get that done real quick.
Okay. Well,
You
yeah.
know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
I think we've all seen mummies in various forms, and I guess we could have. an
Well,
actual
I don't
photo,
think
but
that
there's
we've
a-
ever seen a mummy like this before.
Well, yeah, we've
I
seen
mean,
them unwrapped though.
come on.
There is a bone. There are bones. There are skins. They just remove the internal organs. Is all.
It is hollow. Holy
Yeah.
shoot. Watch.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can't get
Yeah,
it. ladies
see,
and
that's
gentlemen.
what-
Right. Okay. This is the lines from the picture itself. It's a watermark. So that's why you see lines going down it. Right.
Right.
So, but like, all right, there we go. Right about there is a line that's inside it, but the line doesn't follow the rest of the picture. So,
Right.
um,
I guess depending on if it was actually mummified or petrified. I'm certainly not a mummiologist, but if it was like a desiccant of some kind, or if it was out in the environment and just everything dried up inside and blew away and turned to dust, and that's just
right.
the skin that's left over. I mean, maybe that's one.
There would be
theory,
some sort of residue somewhere. Doesn't it just
Yeah,
appear?
yeah.
Pick the thing up, the dust would rattle or something.
Right, there would be, yeah. So it wouldn't be that the structure wouldn't be as
Right.
as structured. I guess.
Right. Right.
Would be
It's
one
all
way.
right, man. We're just having it. We're having a great.
What we're looking at here
freaking
looks
time.
like it was designed to be an exoskeleton of something, but
Yeah. exactly.
Right. Right.
All right. So you guys want to know what
Okay,
what
so
what
here-
really happened?
sure.
Whenever you're ready. All right. So this is from Reuters, who did a deep dive on this thing. This is from January 12th, 2024.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so a pair of alien mummies mysteriously turned up at the airport in Peru's capital last October. They have entirely earthly origins, according to a scientific analysis revealed on Friday. The two small specimens were described as humanoid dolls by expert at a press conference in Lima, and likely fashioned from both human and animal parts. The separate three-fingered hands, believed to be from Peru's Nazca region, were also analyzed, with experts ruling out any connection to alien life. They're not extraterrestrial. They're dolls made from animal bones from this planet. So actually, they were organic, joined together with modern synthetic glue, says Flavio Estrada, an archaeologist at Peru's Institute for Legal Medicine and Forensic Science.
Right.
It is a totally made-up story, Estrada added. The two figurines turned up at the Lima airport offices of a courier, of DHL, the courier, in a cardboard box, and were made to look like mummified bodies dressed in traditional Andean attire. Some media outlets subsequently speculated about possible alien origin. The two tiny mummified bodies, along with elongated heads and hands with three fingers, were featured at a Mexican congressional hearing, generated widespread media covers. Mexican journalists, UFO enthusiasts claimed the bodies were about 1,000 years old and recovered from Peru in 2017, but not related to any known species. Okay.
Right.
Most experts later dismissed them as a fraud. possibly mutilated ancient human mummies combined with animal parts, but certainly from Earth. At the Lima press conference on Friday, which was organized by Peru's Culture Ministry, experts did not say that the dolls found in the DHL offices were related to the bodies presented in Mexico, and they stressed that the remains in Mexico are also not extraterrestrial. So apparently, there's some of these little guys showed up in Mexico too. But the general consensus is, yeah, they're not real.
Okay.
So there you have it.
So they're not real, right?
No, but
Okay.
but they are put together animal bones and possibly human
Right,
bones.
and I just had a funny because all right, look, this is a real mummified body, all right, and this is what I was talking about. I mean, they cover it in their cloth or whatever they do, they cover it up, right? And this was what I was looking for on this body right here, and I didn't see it. See it right here? I don't know if you guys could see my white cursor. Look where the thumb is, right? It's like broken. Well, not broken, but like chipped, right? Because of the material is coming off of it. You know what I mean? And there is the bone. Okay, you see where the thumb is? I'll bring the thumb right up. This is the thumb right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They said it could be animal bones.
You see it?
Right.
You see, I'm talking about the fabric starting to come off the body.
Now, I don't.
You know the stuff they wrap it in. Okay.
Yeah,
Now that come off here, and you can see the thumb bone in the middle, and the rest is the rest of the fabric that goes around the mummy's body. See?
I don't believe the Intelligentsia Society should be discounting these things just yet. I mean, I don't know if you gentlemen have seen recently, there have been a number of new discoveries of ancient civilizations that have been unearthed that predate anything that anyone had ever expected human or humanoid civilizations being established. So now they're starting to find some things that predate their earliest digs, and they're finding and they were intelligent and had technology.
Well, yeah, that's that whole controversy about are aliens extraterrestrial or are aliens actually human in nature, but they're in hiding. Is that
or they were earlier and
well, like I said, that's what I think. Right. I think that because it's fair to say, with everyone here in the room right now, and for those of you that are watching, it's fair to say that the technology that these entities, that these possible humanoids have, we can all agree that far surpass anything that we can imagine within, say, I don't know, 1,000 years or something. All right. Okay. So, and we talked about this too on the Xenophiles, if I'm not mistaken, Fogman. And we talked about, if that technology was there. Okay. Now, and they're new at the technology anyway. So they see the asteroid coming. They're like, all right, there's no way we're stopping this. I don't give a shit what kind of technology we have.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're not stopping this from coming. And because they're so advanced, maybe they flew a couple of light years ahead and figured out that this at some point is going to hit the Earth, right? Okay, because we're talking super, super smart people, technology beyond, whatever, right? So what I'm saying could have been possible.
Sure.
So it comes, right? All right. Oh, we got 2 years. You know what I mean? Let's stop building, shit underneath the water.
Right.
Under
that 13-mile ice cap or Antarctic ice cap we were discussing.
Right. We do have the technology like that. For all we know, they could have had vacation spots down there.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know, right? So
that's kind of the point. We don't know.
Right. So hey, this is the Xenophiles, right?
Yeah.
So okay, so they slowly go ahead.
I'm going to go out on a theological limb here.
Okay.
We,
Yeah.
we know what the story is in the Bible about. In the beginning, there was nothing, and God created all the heavens and earths and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we have the evidence of Cro-Magnon man and this man and that man and blah 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 and all these things. And you cannot deny that these existed. I mean, these are actual bones being dug up out of the ground, civilizations being dug up out of the ground, and
Right.
they were not inhabited by the humanoids that you and I know today. So yes, these two can both meld together. Yes, evolution did happen. Evolution, and what you were seeing, what they're doing is digging up the things and discovering, because God created everything, the steps by which God created things, one after the next, after the next, after the next. So there you go. Both theories can live together, and it can be right.
So wouldn't that mess with the theory about, God putting Adam and Eve on the earth? Because he did that after the asteroid hit, right? That would only make sense, right? I mean, because I don't think God would let the asteroid destroy the earth after he just created this wonderful thing. You know what I mean? It wouldn't make sense,
Well, he did it with a flood.
But because he was pissed off and people were acting stupid. That's the only thing that confuses me about the Bible.
Hit the earth with an asteroid because the animals are starting acting stupid.
That's the only thing that confuses me about the Bible, buddy. There's a lot of incest going on, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Depending on what you believe, like Stephen Hawking's theory, for example, is that the entire universe is a hologram.
That's insane. That just is like, I really think he fucking said that to mess with us.
Well, it's very possible, but maybe maybe the whole flood thing was just a glitch. Maybe they lost a connection for a moment, or
Somebody spilt their Mountain Dew on a computer.
I don't know about that one.
Stranger things have happened, and this is the XENO files.
Right. But wouldn't that be just like a trip and a half, man, to find out that we're just like this simulation? You know what was a good episode from Star Trek? It was an older episode of Star Trek. Well, they're all old, but it's called The Zoo. Has anybody ever seen that one?
Yes.
Oh, fuck off, man. That blew my mind.
Yeah.
It blew my mind, because think of it, right? What if there is another civilization out there and we're just, I don't know, like on the Star Wars thing. It's like, all right, put him in a cage. Hey, man. Hey, little Martian Charlie, look at this. This is a new fucking exhibit in the zoo. And, and you got two intelligent people with man and woman there, and that would freak me the F out big time.
I think it's the same thing about the Back Bay in Boston.
What? Why you gotta throw in a kicker like that when we're all serious into the conversation, bro?
Because it's the Zenith file.
The Zenith, the television, files, the Zenith.
So what are we doing next? What are we doing next?
Well, I'll just still tripping out a little bit on that, man. Can I just have another minute of that?
Yeah, sure, yeah. I don't care. Do whatever you want. You're the boss. So,
man.
I'm just hanging out here.
Just along for the ride with the
I
train.
was going to say, hello, Ann Arbor, and please, folks, pick up the phone, call in 508-974-4231 if you want to talk about a Zenith file.
Yeah, if you want to go mental with us, that's great. You know what I'll do, guys, is when I come back, when we come back, I'll shoot a break real quick, and what we will do is when we come back, we're gonna blow your mind with some other silly stuff. Because don't think I didn't forget about my conversation last week. We're supposed to continue into this week, because I remember. Now, with that being said, stick around for more of the Xenophiles with yours truly, Blaze Man and my co-host and my bros, Fogman and Farmer B. And we will be back in about 4.5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Time to take that dog out, Frogman.
Yeah.
Well, I've got spare parts from my last broken heart. Somehow more than what I had to start. Yeah, I've got spare parts. I tried to fix it best I remembered it. I hope it runs when I fire it up, 'cause I got spare parts. So if you see something that you might need, anything you can use, what's left of it might be a perfect fit, 'cause I got spare parts. Took a piece of you, like lovers often do. I'll try to make it good as new, 'cause I got spare parts. So if you see something that you might need, anything you can use, what's left of it might be the perfect fit, 'cause I've got spare parts. What's left of it might be the perfect fit, 'cause I've got spare parts.
Where we dive into the mysterious, the unexplained, and the downright otherworldly. In this cryptid corner of the airways, we'll explore alien encounters, ancient artifacts, and instrumental oddities. Buckle up, my friends, because truth is stranger than fiction, and you're about to embark on a cosmic journey. Welcome to the XENO
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Xenophiles with yours truly, Blaze Man, and my two super cool co-hosts, and Fogman, and my bro, Mr. Farmer B. So look, we got into this whole mummy thing before we get out there, and Fogman read us this whole thing. Oh, that's fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Sadly
that
true.
right there, boom, gone, right? Okay, I didn't even bother playing the other video. I should have played the other video because that would have made people think about it. Now, you know that they did like x-rays on the skeletons, right?
That was something different. Play the other video.
Oh, it was something different?
Mhm.
Oh. Okay, you didn't say that there, Foggy
Well,
boy.
sorry. Yeah, I know. I'm slowing up. Getting
That's
slow
all
in my
right.
age.
That's all right. That's all right. Let's see here. I think it was this one. Yeah. I think so.
She didn't want to. Okay, these are the bodies
This is where
that we
they
have found.
this is where they
Victoria,
ask for America's help. So you're saying
Yeah.
this is they brought this forward and this was how they faked it?
Oh, no, this is the one that these are the ones they found in Mexico.
Okay, these are the ones they found in Mexico. Okay.
They're supposedly the same thing. I mean, same area,
All right.
same location.
Yeah,
different
but they
bones.
went
They weren't different bodies, different mummies.
yeah, different bodies, absolutely. But they went more in depth. They went
Yes.
and they did like a MRI of it per se. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So let's check it out. You're so handsome, B.
I know that. Thank you.
All right, folks, here we go.
she didn't want to. Okay, these are the bodies that we have found. Victoria, we made all the DNA samples from Victoria. It's a headless, and that's the reason we decided to take the samples from this body.
See, that's an MRI image.
That's Victoria. We call it that way. The headless figure or creature, tridactyl creature.
Now, that's bone.
Yeah, these would
Then
be
we
the
have
adult.
Albert
That
or
should
Alberto.
be, that's bone, right?
Yeah, these would be the adult versions of what they tried to fake as child mummies.
Okay, so are these also false?
Well, we'll have to go. We have to continue on and find out.
All right, let's check it out, man.
Straight finger.
I'm intrigued. How about you, Farmer? You get the. You
Well,
get that?
I'm sold on this one. I want to see
I
this.
thought I saw what?
I thought I saw a putty cat.
Yeah, bro.
I'm sold on this. I'm ready. I'm
Oh, all
stoked
right.
for this.
Okay, we got the
Let's go.
farmer. He's intrigued, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like the
let's
corn's
get him.
gonna have to wait till tomorrow.
You can boil up the bones for bone soup.
Albert is right now at the University of
Alberto.
Ica. It's different. Every single being has a different personality, has a different face, has a different body, exactly like humans. This is Albert. We made all the analysis, tomographies, everything we could. We did the DNA. Can you say this is a fake? Can you see this is the head of a llama?
I don't know. What do you think? Is he still with it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, looks pretty real to me. I don't know.
And
I
then
wonder if this is some form of a simian.
we have Josephine.
Good point.
Josephine, it's very important. It's a female, and was the first time that we found two things. One that has X inside,
Yeah.
and the
This one
second
says
is that
it's got
has
X.
a metal in the breast.
It has what?
This is Josephine.
Metal in its breast
Yep.
area.
It was a big surprise when we took her to the. We thought that a fetus was inside. We never thought that eggs were inside. All of this can be analyzed. We need to take these bodies to the US, to a big university,
See?
big scientists,
Right.
They're the earliest drug
and
dealers.
they can investigate them. Okay,
Oh, I didn't finish it. That's it. I'm fired.
Yeah. What happened? That's all right.
It ended.
Oh,
Well,
did it? Okay. Well, yeah, it was kind of weird anyway because it.
Well, it wasn't that
I
weird.
mean, yeah, it's hard.
I wanted to get to the end of it though.
Okay. Well, we can kind of continue on with that a little bit.
No, I'm okay with it if you are, so I'm good.
Yeah. They shipped them off to NASA, I guess. And,
Oh, they did?
yeah. And NASA released their report on September 15th, 2023.
Wow,
these Although the
Jeez.
pictures, these look a little
Yo,
different.
put your hand in front of your mouth or something, bro. Go ahead.
This looks a little different than these. I don't know. It's kind of weird. These pictures look a little different than those mummies. We didn't get the rest of the video, so all we saw were the MRIs with them or whatever.
Right. And what was right, what is NASA doing with them?
Well, NASA is. Let's see here. Okay, NASA's long-awaited report. They are saying the supposed alien mummies, well, the creepy whatever they are, were displayed by Jaime Mausen, longtime UFO personality with a history of hoaxing alleged non-human remains.
All right,
So-
I got the rest of the video too.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to grab it? All right.
Yeah. If we got it,
Okay.
sure. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, I got it right there.
Okay.
All right, here's the rest of it.
It was a big surprise when we took
This
her
is
to
still
the,
Josephine.
We thought that a fetus was inside. We never thought that eggs were inside. All of these can be analyzed. We need to take these bodies to the US, to a big university, big scientists, and they can investigate them. Okay, around the eggs, you can see irrigation. This is Luisa, another body that we have.
Another female.
Yeah.
You can see the eggs also, Luisa, and you can see how they are irrigated. That's impossible to fake. And we can see, we have seen embryos inside the eggs.
Wow. So that's it for that video.
Okay, so all right. So in 2015, organized an event in Mexico City marking the release of a blurry photograph depicting what appeared to be the remains of a small mummified humanoid alien. That one turned out to be a small human. So that was left over from a museum someplace.
It was a small human being?
Yeah. The remains, but yeah.
So what how do they explain the size of the head and stuff?
Well, yeah, there's actually a lot of theories with that, especially with some of the Peruvian tribes would wrap infants' heads in cloth to make them belong.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. And all right, yeah. Anyway, unveiling.
But that was just skin.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it did. You're right. It did make the skull also pointy too. Yeah.
Yeah. Remains unclear what these most recent alien mummies might be, but an analysis of their physiology posted on social media suggests they may have been assembled from parts from various mammals such as llamas. NASA pretty much said, yeah, we're not going to get into this. We would just recommend that the Mexican government deal with it. So
really,
apparently,
did they give it back?
Oh, wait a minute here. All right, NSA UFO reports no evidence of extra. Wait, this is something different.
Come on, Fogman.
I know, man. I'm just trying to speed me away because it jumped from there to UFO sightings.
Terrific.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. So the last information was NASA didn't want to deal with alien, possibly humanoid things. So I don't know.
Right. So, like I said, is there any information there that says that they gave it back?
No, there isn't anything. Apparently, they wanted to send it to NASA, but on that same article, NASA did research some UFO sightings, but came back with the usual story. Well, we don't know. It's an unidentified flying object. We don't know who's or what or whatever. Right. But as far as the alleged mummies, they weren't willing to deal with that at all. Right. So I don't know what happened to them.
We gotta say hello to FFN Network superfan Ann. What's up, Ann?
Hey, Ann, how are you?
Coming in, honey. All right, guys. Look, and ladies and gentlemen out there, and all that stuff like that, and I had B last Thursday. If I could have reached through the camera, I probably would have choked him a little bit. we were talking about. I don't think that. I don't think that we went to the moon. I mean, my God, there are two astronauts stuck up in the outer Earth's atmosphere, and they were supposed to go up there for 2 weeks, and now they're saying they can't come back until fucking February. They got to figure this shit out. And you're telling me that we're ready to go land on a fucking moon, right? Or we did already, or we did already. The scientific technology, right? From everything that they did when they landed on the moon, okay? All that data is gone. Why is that data gone? All of that data is gone, B.
It disappeared with the 18.5-minute gap in Nixon's tapes.
Yeah, right, B. As funny as you're trying to make it, you're missing the point, buddy. Where is the data?
Mm-hmm.
They said they lost it all, B. All of it. Ain't that fucking crazy? And everybody who was involved in it pretty much is like kicked the bucket, pretty much. You know?
Well, another theory though, is that there's that data was lost on purpose. Because
that's what I'm saying.
Everything was just destroyed and lost and so forth and so on intentionally.
Yeah, because you know
they don't not because it didn't happen, because they don't want us to know.
Oh well, yeah, because there were people out in the streets all over the place. Well, we might have a call, guys. Hey, caller, welcome to the Xenophiles. Where are you calling from?
Well, hi, guys. This is Ann Hartford. How are you tonight?
Hey, Ann. What's happening?
Hey.
I'm good. I'm really good. Talking about, all of a sudden, things not showing up. Well, that's typical government. I mean, we're never going to get the truth about anything the way the government's being run. So, I mean, I'm not at all surprised that they can't get people back to the moon. I'm kind of like you, Blaze. I always thought what a wonder it was, but now I'm like, I don't think that was a wonder at all, because I don't know it.
Right, and all I'm saying is just like we all say when we talk politics on the shows here on the FFN network, or just in conversation when you're talking politics, it's like, I don't care about what your political thing is, blah, 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 and you get into it, right? Now, wouldn't you do everything in your power to protect all of that information, all of that data? This is supposed to be one of the greatest wonders in the 20th century, that we went to the moon. Okay? Now
exactly.
Now we got astronauts that are stuck. Okay? All the other countries are sending up rovers. Okay? And my other argument to this whole thing, okay, and I get a ridiculous answer back, Ann. Okay, I get a ridiculous answer back. Okay, when I say this, and it was like, they tell me, oh well, because the Russians just didn't want to go back up. They just didn't want to go there. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, look, the Russians were so ahead of us as far as going to space. You're not going to sit there and convince me that the Russians didn't want to go to the moon too, just to say, hey, okay, you beat us, but we can do it too, right? And the Russians just say, oh, the United States went, so no big deal. We don't need to go now.
Right. Yeah, no.
Just something to think about.
Oh, I know. But it's pretty friggin' unlikely, really, guys. Think about it. The Russians going to say, oh, no, America already did it. We don't have to. What?
Right.
That's not even beginning to be realistic to anybody with a half a brain.
Hey, I'm just saying, does anybody here on this panel want to answer any of Ann's questions? Or It sounds to me like I got Ann just thinking. I'm not forcing Ann to
yeah.
believe what I believe. She's
The
just like,
Russians had
wow,
No,
Sputnik.
you
They
know.
had Mutnik when they put the dog up into space.
And left it there.
Okay, and
Um,
that's it.
absolutely, B. Absolutely, B. Because we're so open. Well, we were so open to what we were doing and what we were accomplishing. Doesn't mean that every other country and government is going to be that open. I mean, if you had an amazing secret that nobody else had, and it would give you a power, I wouldn't share it. I mean, I'd be very, 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 very particular about who I trusted with that knowledge.
yeah.
So
I absolutely agree with that.
Thank you, and it's just that we've come to, not all of us, most of us have a free thinking brain where we can say, no, something's not right here. But
Right. Thank you. That's all I'm trying to say, Ann. You just said it for me. Thank you so much. I'm just trying to get people to think. I mean, the technology and the way we do videos and all of the stuff that's out there today, they can't hide it all. They can't hide it all.
Totally different. In 1980 something, my daughter was born in 82. I was actually working with a guy that worked at Wang Industries in Massachusetts that helped develop all the computers.
Yes,
and
yes.
My ex-husband, my first husband, had a computer, and I had a book that was 3.5 inches thick that I had to program everything into that green screen computer to make it do what he wanted it to do for the company he was running.
Right.
And it was, I mean, a computer that we have now and the technology that we have now.
Our cell phone. Right. Our cell phone could have brought them to the moon.
Was a big deal.
Yeah.
I remember when a pager was a big deal.
Right.
Have a pager to let somebody know, call me, this is important, or whatever.
Yep.
And now we take so much for granted, and every kid you see has a face buried in a phone or a tablet, and they're not thinking for themselves anymore. And I truly do blame the government and the people that raised these children to believe everything that the government said.
Right. It's called it's called propaganda. And it's
called propaganda.
Yeah.
It's also called brainwashing.
Well, right. That's what look, B, you know everything about Hitler's propaganda, man. And you can sit here and say that that's not the path that we're on right now as far as propaganda goes?
We are absolutely on that path. I was going to interject that, technology has outpaced a lot of things. I remember my own father telling me, he was born in the late 1930s. And in his school days in the 1940s and 50s, he actually had textbooks that said, someday men will fly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My dad had the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't something that they could even comprehend.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Technology had just gone out and done things so forth. And I myself remember being in elementary school and seeing books that said someday man will go to the moon, and he had 1969 had come and gone, and all of that being said, so to speak. In 1969, the moon landing had happened, and more things were going on through the 70s. But people don't believe it, and I can understand.
Well,
I can see why people wouldn't believe it, but I truly do have to believe it. But go ahead.
My point to this whole rant that I just went on was that I believe there could be skeletons and proof. I mean, we all know about Area 51. We all know. How can we trust anybody to tell us the absolute truth? And I've read things about, well, they'll never tell you the absolute truth because it would scare too many people. Well, I'll tell you right now, with the economy being what it is, and the government being what it is, if you're not scared, you're in a cave.
Absolutely, Ann. And thank you so much for the call, Ann. We really, really appreciate it. Okay, and wait until you see what we got popping up in a few seconds, Ann. This is going to really mess your mind up as well.
I want all three of you to know that I love this show. And
thank you so much.
I really do. And Fogman, you've always got some amazing and inspirational things to think about, and it makes me dig deeper. And Dee, you know I love you.
I'm blushing and stuff. Yeah. Gonna get the
I
vapors.
really appreciate that, Ann.
Thanks,
right.
Ann.
You did. If your goal was to make us blush, go hurry up and look at your video. So thank you.
Man, you're too funny. Bye.
Thank you very much for the kind words, Ann. You stay tuned. Thanks. Keep watching the boys.
Bring friends.
You betcha. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
All right, let's go to Vegas next.
So, okay.
Oh, yes.
Did you send me something from Vegas?
Yeah, I did.
There's a lot of really strange things going on out in Vegas. We all know that.
Yeah, okay. I sent you the alien Vegas, the aliens in the backyard. So.
Oh, yeah, that one was nice. Yeah, okay. I'm loading that one right now, sir.
Okay, yeah. Walk like you're from Vegas.
Yeah, I remember it now. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So this one is this one's kind of trippy, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm still blown away by Ann's kind words, because that's what, you know, we love doing this. It's fun. And yeah, some of the shit we talk about makes you think. Anyways, all right. Yeah, we're going to watch this. This is just pretty crazy. You want to narrate the opening for this there, buddy, or just want to throw it up?
We kind of can. There's let's see here real quick. There is a hold on, stand by just a second here. Okay. That thing.
It's all right, bud. The audience understands. You know, we're making sure what we're talking about is got a little factual to it or not.
Let me push the right buttons here. Apparently, there was some folks living in Las Vegas, and they went out in their backyard after they heard a strange noise back there, and they said that they found some 10-foot tall aliens that had landed in their backyard. Okay. Now, they were apparently, these aliens had some kind of a cloaking device, and they were able to take some video, but it was pretty much inconsequential. But it got to the point where it was a crime scene technologist was actually called in to reconstruct this claim.
Yeah.
And his determination, one of the determinations, well, one of the people that sent this out said the only thing I could see in the backyard is a tall creature, possibly around 8 to 10 feet tall, very thin. So I called my dad. He went to the backyard and saw the same thing. And that's told me to go inside the house. Everybody's freaking out.
They called 911, right?
They called 911. The cops showed up. The cops saw something unusual also.
Right. So we got a video with a little bit of that backyard stuff going on.
Yep. Let's see what happens.
Wow.
All right. Farmer B, you good?
I'm good.
You want to grab a can of corn, chew on something?
No, I can't right now. I'm still waiting for the hay to come in.
All right, buddy. I'm buying you a straw hat just for the xenophiles. All right, man. Let's listen. Check it out.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's beside it, and has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
Oh, my God. Let me start this over. Watch that.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it,
911 call.
and another one's inside, and has
That's
big eyes and looking at
good.
us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard.
Look at this
I
thing.
swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually we terrified.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like it to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it, and big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% not human. There's like an 8-foot person beside.
Oh, that's crazy.
It looked a little bit like Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, smart guy. What movie?
The Fly.
The Fly, yeah.
The Fly, right? What movie? B.
The Fly, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, The Fly. Oh yeah. Okay.
Goldblum.
Yeah, when he started turning into the Fly.
Right.
Yeah,
Now I
there you
got
go.
you.
Yeah,
I
right.
got
light-
you. I
The
got
light
you.
comes on.
I got you.
All right,
But
keep going.
all right,
Keep going.
look. So all right. So in the 1960s and stuff, right? You know, we were all young. Gee, yeah, you know, and let's quite frankly, everything we seen on TV back then was like fucking holy shit. You know, TV was only what, maybe 15 to 20 years old at the time,
Yes, very much.
right? So anything you see now, and 90% of television back then was live as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, now when you see this, okay, this is hoping I'm grabbing the right one. I hope I am. Yeah, here it is. Okay. This right here was a live broadcast. I think it's ABC. It was a live broadcast from the first spacewalk ever by an American, because the Russians already did it. They already walked in space. Real space. The Russians walked in. Not what you're about to see right now. Remember, this at the time was a live broadcast on ABC, a special report of the first American walking in space. Okay? If you was to see this today, all right, I want it wouldn't look.
Why do they call it a spacewalk? There's no gravity.
Mhm.
You float.
Are we done with the Vegas aliens here, or what happened to them? I guess.
Well, that's the only video I had.
No, there's a couple more in there too. There's a news report, news station showing up.
Not on what you sent me. You sent me 3 things.
Okay, well, whatever. We can move on to the spacewalk thing, because there was more stuff in there. I don't know why you didn't get it, but that's cool.
Okay, so here we go. I'll make it big.
And that radio command link. Accurate.
I'm gonna pump it again there. All right, this is
And that
supposed to be
radio
man
command
walking
link.
in space.
Accurate.
I broadcast.
Actually, it's a link along that tether line you see there, 25 feet of umbilical cord. That contains the life support system and communications link from the spacecraft life support system out through that chest pack.
Spaceship.
And that radio command.
Go ahead, B.
Who's operating a camera from a different spaceship to get that view?
Exactly. That was one of the things that I was going to discuss. So, you know. All right, Fogman's gonna take off, bud. Thanks for coming on.
Yep.
And we'll see you next Friday.
Yep, it's a pleasure as always. Good night, guys.
On the
Good night,
Xeno.
Foggy.
See you later.
Bye. See ya.
All right. Yeah, it looks like exactly who's filming it. Okay, number 1. Number 2, I mean it just looks like it was just done lousy. B in a studio, the guy hanging from a fucking wire. You know what I mean? It's not real at all. None of it. It's not real. I mean, that's what I said. That's why I talked about the whole thing. You know what I'm saying about the 1960s or whatever and stuff, about seeing things on TV and stuff like that. Because when I watched that, I was like, oh my God, Ma, look at this. And then no idea the technology that they were doing and how they could do a green screen already and all of that shit like that, bro. And back then, it really wasn't even a green screen. It was just they had a projector with moving cars behind them and shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it. It's too much. There's there's just too much, man, of this shit. This dude right here is let me see here. Where is it? Okay, right here. I got it now. Let's check this out. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong goddamn button.
Oh no.
Sorry, B. I got it for you, bro. All right, let's take a listen, ladies and gentlemen.
And the weird thing is, Joe, this is the linchpin. This is the finger out of the dike. You know, the JFK witness list, they say it's 200 people they knocked off to keep that a secret. 9/11, 3,000. Maybe they killed 20 people to cover it up. Even though it killed the fewest number of people, it's the one that will enrage the public the most if they find out. Because they waved their flags, they got down on their knees and prayed, and they cried. They gave them medals of honor. They printed it on stamps and coins, and they taught it in school. The glorious moon landing. If the public, this is what the NBC News director tried to get me to understand, which I didn't understand until recently. If the truth comes out, it will bring down the corruption. It's the linchpin.
Out of the way. You'd see it moving around. So this is it. So this thing is kind of just waving on its own. No one's even touching it. And it looks like it's waving in a breeze. So it stops moving and then it starts moving again. Now, again,
there's footage that shows it even more so than that.
Yeah.
Like an astronaut walking past it, creating the breeze, and then the flag blows without him touching it.
Yeah.
Several bits of video footage from the Apollo missions. There is evidence of the astronauts using wires to achieve a more weightless appearance. During Apollo 14, there are many occasions where light reflects off the wires attached to their backpacks, making them momentarily become visible.
Watch the top.
During the Apollo 17 flag planting, just as the two astronauts go to shake hands, light pings off the wires from the top of their backpacks all the way to the top of the screen. Apollo 11 image AS11 405926 shows a close-up of the footpads of the lunar lander without a speck of dust on them and without a burn print or crater under its 10,000-pound thrusters, as if the LEM was just gently set down in place by an
they had to get it ready for the pictures,
NASA
man.
scientists, in their own documents, were worried about the lander falling into its own massive burn radius, yet there it sits, with no burn print and spotless clean pads. Even the astronauts' boot prints made deep impressions in the ground, but somehow the lander's thrust of 2,500 newtons left not a trace, no blast hole, and no dust on the pads.
Not a goddamn thing.
Out. So we have the sun over here, okay? And its shadow's right here. Okay? Now there's only one source of light on the moon, the sun. So now let's watch.
Yeah, we'll get into that another time. Okay. But for me, I love it. And again, like to thank you so much for the kind words. And with that being said, we're 5 minutes over. But anyways, I appreciate you, Farmer B. Okay. And, we'll get you thinking. We'll get you thinking, Farmer B. I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'll tell you right now, I mean, if we were talking about how aliens have the technology to make your corn grow bigger, I'm sure you'd be interested in paying attention.
Oh, absolutely. The bigger the corn, the more corn liquor we can brew.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Why don't you say goodnight to these fine folks for me, B?
Everybody, I want to thank you very much for tuning in. Politics with Mr. B comes up next Wednesday. We're going to have another crack at Emily Phillips, who's running for Senate in New Hampshire. And we've also got on Tuesday night, The Way We See It, which we're going to be discussing all kinds of wonderful things having to do with what's going on in our world today and our country as well. Then, of course, on Thursdays, you got that Miss Tammy and Blazeman show we got. And, of course, you've got Xenophiles on Friday. If by any odd twist of fate there happens to be something strange that comes up over else, every once in a while, tune in to find something on FFN that might be having a special program coming at you. So I want to say thank you very much, my friend here, Blazeman, who does all the work and allows me to have all the fun. I'm out.
I love that you're having fun, B. Thank you for that. Peace and love to each and every one of you out there. Thanks for checking out the Xenophiles. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share us, man. We always go back and look at the data, right? And we're like, within a half hour, it's like, 200 people viewed your video. We want 200 people to come in here and watch our video. You know what I mean? So again, with that being said, we appreciate all of you that tune into the Xenophiles. We have a lot of fun with it. I'd like to thank Fogman for jumping in and getting his stuff ready. I had what he shared with me, so that's what I played. With that being said, good night, everybody. Peace.
Where we dive into the mysterious, the unexplained, and the downright otherworldly. In this cryptid corner of the airways, we'll explore alien encounters, ancient artifacts, and instrumental oddities. Buckle up, my friends, because truth is stranger than fiction, and you're about to embark on a cosmic journey. Welcome to the Xenophiles. You have just watched an FFN Network production.